All right, we're here today at Bob. How do you say your last name? I mean,
Yeah, Bob Shear at Westport Sporting Club in Big Deer Country, Douley County, Georgia, where quality deer management started.
Bob called me the other day and sent me a picture of this feeder. A tree had fell on it and bent this thing down about a foot, kicked that thing out. And he was panicking. He had this great feeder and it was all bent up. But I looked at the picture and the legs, they were fine. So I knew that we could fix this here, bend it back out, get it back to going. It ain't pretty as the new ones, but it's still going to be able to feed deer, and that's the main thing. How long you had this one, Bob?
Going on 6 years, Sam, and we love your feeders. I mean, my deer herd has grown over the last 6 years by the fact that I've got 2 of your feeders, and I'm so glad I upgraded to this feeder from a smaller feeder.
Yeah, I remember the first time you called me. I want one of them big buck feeders. That's all I need. And I ain't no deer on my property. That'll be enough for me to feed my deer. And it weren't long. A year and a half. You called me up. Hey, I need a bigger feeder.
the deer were just eating me out of house and home. I had to come back and refill the big buck feeder.
Way too many times.
Way too many times. Where with this feeder, I'm able to leave here for 3 to 4 weeks till I have to come back and fill it up again. I actually wish I had the, is it the gargantuan?
It was a 6-foot gargantuan.
Yeah. One of these days I'm going to upgrade to that, hopefully, Sam.
Well, to me, that's one of the better units we've actually produced. We got several different styles. Now, when you say your deer were eating you out of house and home, was that because the 2 or 3 deer was eating it, or did you increase your population of deer because of these feeders?
No doubt, increase the population. I have on deer cams 6 to 7 deer floating around this feeder and my other feeder that you know is in the other part of my track here.
Now, earlier you said you had some hogs in the area, and have you had any of them knock the feeder over?
We do have hogs, but this feeder, Sam, is the first feeder I've owned that is hog proof, particularly a gravity fed feeder. And the hogs will come in sometimes and eat off the ground here, but I've had video cameras on your feeders. A hog cannot get into the trough.
Okay. So to make it clear for the public, we say, they're 99.9. Some people, I say they train the hogs, and then they tell me we don't train the hogs. But if there's somebody in the area with a little bitty trough feeder low to the ground, the hog learns he can jump up there. And you may get one here and there that tries that. But if you don't never train them to jump, they usually don't mess with these feeders. And I'm like you, we've got video after video of packs of hogs coming up. They mingle around for about that one video, and the next video they're gone. So there's nothing there for them to eat. So how much waste do you get out of these feeders, Bob?
Zero.
Zero.
There is.
So when they eat out of it, they don't throw it all on the ground?
It is empty and dry as a bone.
Okay, well, when you come here and there is feed in it, do you see a bunch of feed on the ground where they're wasting it?
No, sir.
Okay, so that that they ain't wasting. Plus, you always said you had a camera on it, right?
No waste.
So someone's come along and try to sell you another feeder and said, okay, I'll sell it to you for half of what you paying that there redneck for it. Would you buy it?
No, sir.
Okay.
This feeder is the best feeder at a fair price. As we have seen from the destruction from this tree, it is almost a lifetime purchase.
Yeah.
All stainless steel components in this feeder. It will not rust. There's not a bit of rust on this feeder after 6 years, and it is stable in the ground, and you just don't have to maintain these feeders. No batteries. I am a lifelong customer of yours, Sam.
Well, the same here. Just to let you folks know, first feeder I bought Mr. Bob, he told me, he said, well, if you'll get me them bolts and nuts and screws you use, I think I can help you out. And he has, folks. We buy all our bolts and nuts and screws from Mr. Bob. They're all stainless steel, and they're quality. I'll give him that. In fact, even the feeder bent a little bit, but he didn't break no bolts or nuts out of this.
None of the bolts broke, and none of them will ever rust because Sam buys the best marine grade stainless steel.
That's right.
thank you so much
Thank you,
for
Mr.
coming
Bob.
over and helping
Hey.
repair my feeder.
No problem, sir. I mean, I'm a shitty businessman. I should have sold you some pieces, but I'd rather fix it and you be happy, Mr. Bob.
Amen. Thank you, Sam.
Thank you.